What's up? Do you have a diagnosis? Notoexhaustion. Background concussion, tachycardia. You need an MRI to understand more. Dangerous, though. Anything to do with the head is always pretty ambiguous. Well, there's no such thing as overdoing it. That's because she didn't lay down with a concussion as long as she should have.
Pasha, I'm here as soon as I get it.
And Yuri Sergeyevich, let's talk in the hallway.
Yes. Yours. I'm asking you not to skimp on anything. This girl is very important to me.
You're not. So, why don't we tell the doctor how she got here?
Shut up.
And you know he had a nervous breakdown over your fucking press conference. Listen to me. Listen carefully. I will no longer allow you to use Sofia in your plans.
Pasha. Just get her on her feet.
Serde.
Yarika.
Just what?
Can I get some water? Call the doctor?
I want to talk to Yuri Sergeyevich alone. You're welcome.
All right, I'll polo it.
Here's to you, comrade. Like I'm healthy.
Why are you so drunk, Andrew? Nothing, idly. Nothing is finished yet.
When it's not over. Do I have to? Even if I do. She's a daughter, a junkie to a murderer.
And a finished man. When? Who was in the way of that?
Fair enough. But that's if you don't help them. Do you understand? If they don't manage public opinion...
Do you know if you're in control?
I'm in charge.
Andrew Shara!
We're going to stimulate the journalists now. The whole country will know that the princess is the daughter of a drug addict and a murderer. What kind of disgrace is this to Noble Rock? What a stain on a great story. And whose fault is that? Who?
Isn't that right?
Korolenko. Because I didn't check, didn't follow up, brought out the shame, gave reason to mock our past. This is the man who thought he was a real champion of preserving stories. There's a bubble. Dropped. And then maybe a criminal case will come up. And we have those who are not loved by the people put away.
Why do you dislike him so much?
I hate it. He's been treating me like the last term of all my life. Now let him dance.
No.
I suggest we all go on vacation. I don't see much point in all of us sitting here.
Where to? Why? Damn this house of yours for nothing but trouble.
Sofia's in the best clinic. She is monitored by the most qualified doctors.
He's missing a moment. It basically turned out to be in the hospital for you.
What are you talking about? What are you doing here?
I don't know what's going on here yet, Tamara Davna, but I found out.
Let's not be dramatic. Do I realize what I am? Everyone here is on edge, but blaming us for Sofia's deteriorating health.
There was nothing wrong with her health.
Yeah, Jarek, we're finally all going crazy.
What?
Yes. I got it.
All right, Chuckles.
Sofia wants her mom to visit her tomorrow morning.
What about mine?
Good night.
Yuri Sergeyevich, I'm sick of all this. I can't take it anymore. I'm going home. My craft does not reap completion.
Oh, girl, you can't just walk away. It's too late.
It's too late for you. And I can do whatever I want.
Then why this conversation? You want me to talk you into it?
I want to know the truth about my father.
All right, Chuckles. Your father died in prison. He was a drug addict. When my friend Danila died, I pulled your father as hard as I could. He saw me in my coffin. He only showed up when he needed money. My son Volodya and Roma were great friends. And then one night I got a call from Vladimir. Didn't say they were in an accident. Your father was driving, stoned. A man is dead. I, of course, flew over there and did the best I could. But alas, I could do very little then either. That's it.
Sonechka, the girl.
It's gonna be okay, right?
Pyotr Alexandrovich, we're not bothering you. Short question. You're an expert in banking history. If in some European country, in the 17th year of the last century, there was a bank deposit of particularistic persons, and up to this time the deposit has not been demanded, then what the volume and interest will be to date?
Mom, did you know Dad was a drug addict?
You're looking for a tail. You're looking for a head. What kind of nonsense is this? Of course not.
I, Yuri Sergeyevich, that he died in prison from drugs? And that he killed a man?
Shame on you, huh?
A complete lie.
Trust no one, my girl. Your father was a wonderful man. He loved you very much. We're going now. Home. And further from these oligarchs.
Sofia, don't you have a choice? You're from Yaslavska.
Not a hollow rod. Come on, Sonechka. Goodbye, Yuri Sergeyevich. I hope we never see you again. At times uphill and at times downhill.
Well, Sasha, Igor Sviatoslavich, we're going to be presented with hard days. So I suggest we don't rest.
Rough days again, Daddy. What's the matter with the lungs?
Sasha, I don't understand, ironically. We have a media scandal. It needs to be quelled. You're the only one who can handle it.
You have a media scandal. That's all you care about.
What else do I have to worry about?
Well, like Dad, your only daughter's ruined love life. Well, admit that you knew that Korolenko had planted the picture. Igor with this mistress.
Sasha, I didn't realize that picture was fake.
You don't know what you don't want to know. What you may not be aware of is that Sofia's whole story is about hoping to get a big bankroll.
I mean, what are you doing?
You're talking about an ancient deposit in Switzerland.
Treasurer.
Yuri Sergeyevich had a companion, but not resting. His name was Danila. That's the girl Sofia. As an anecdote, he kept telling the story that he belonged to an ancient princely family, that his father and brother. They fled to Europe during the revolution, not empty-handed. And all he had left was a box of gold coins. By the way, it became the startup capital in their joint business with Korolenko. Hired for years, he knew nothing about either his father or his brother. Not until the early 90s, almost just before his death. He found out they were dead. During World War II, leaving no heirs, but leaving allegedly in a European bank, a large family deposit. A couple years ago, Julia Serge asked me to verify this information. I did. Indeed, a European bank has a family deposit from the Islavskis. I couldn't find out anything further, because the bank's information was classified. That's it.
That's why a foundation, Korolenko, was so suddenly created to deal with these historical cases.
And suddenly the search began. The last of the Islavsky family, Sofia.
The case has just gotten to our heads. That's a hell of a thing to come up with.
Sophia, I can come to you if you need me to.
No way! Arrive. We've made a mess of things. Put the girl in the hospital. Put Roma in some junkies with our rune. Let's start coming to our place again.
Yuri Sergeyevich said that Pubi Man died in prison. You knew that.
Sonia, who do you believe? Your dad was an amazing man. Yeah, when he painted, he lit up from the inside out. Everyone adored him.
So why is he missing like that? Dissolved into thin air, and no one found out what happened to him.
It's just that he'd be gone for like 2-3 days. Then he'd come back and bring the money. I'm the one who didn't immediately freak out.
And then?
Well, then I started sounding the alarm. I went to the precinct, and I went. Good language. He told me that Chroma died in prison. Said it was a drug case. Well, of course I didn't believe it.
So what's next?
Yeah, I was scared. I have 2 children in my arms. Roma is nothing to me. I have no money. Sonechka thought she'd be taken to an orphanage. I went to put it in my last name, rewrite it. Thank God I had the paperwork. That's the whole story.
That's the whole story.
When was that? What year?
Sonechka just turned 4.
Yuri Sergeyevich, there's someone here for you. Come on in.
Hello, Sergeyevich.
Why are you here?
Ilian Andrei Grigorievich. You know him, don't you? Well, he's been working against you for a long time, over a year. The accident your grandson and his girlfriend were in, Ilian organized it. And he also hired the reporter who asked the question yesterday about the father being a drug addict.
What? Be new. It's here.
He'll keep digging. He'll keep going to find out why you need it. And then it's up to the investigators who are handling your case.
I asked for a new one.
I have an idea. How can it be neutralized?
Please.
Thank you.
That's it.
Oh, and we're all home, just home. This is where, as they say, the walls help.
Tom, excuse me, can we talk a little bit?
Well, look, long goodbyes are unnecessary tears. Bye, Yarrick.
Goodbye.
I'll be right back.
Look, don't take offense to me.
I'm not offended. I'm not worried.
Yeah, I can't help but worry. After all, I was driving that car and letting Grandpa pick you up from the hospital is wrong too.
Yarrick, I'm asking you so much. Let me forget this terrible dream. I don't need grandfathers, empires, princes. Leave me alone.
Okay, colleague, please.
Are you serious? Make money right away.
Why? Oh, coffee. I'm sorry. I haven't seen her in a while.
Can you make it stronger?
No.
Igor, you're really going to help them.
No, Sonechka, Sofia. Girl, it's not my fault at all.
I'm not sure I want to help either.
Sasha, we have to get to the bottom of this situation. It's not about you and me for a long time. It's about other people who can't make it without us. Especially if Sofia is, indeed, a princess. It's the same thing. It's important. That's okay. You and I have made history. Seeking the truth. Sasha.
Я очень сильно тебя люблю.
Yarrick, I'm a little busy right now.
Wait. Hi. What are you so busy doing?
Why are you calling?
I want you to tell me something.
I thought you'd have figured it out by now. You've got a fiancé, too.
You want to be funny. Look, I don't know how much you know about what's going on here. But today, the girl told Sofia that 8 years ago, her father got behind the wheel, stoned and beat a man to death. And then he died in prison. Pav Sofia is absolutely terrified. She's been an oval her whole life, the luminous image of her father. And here it's 1 second it's been razed to the ground. But it's not even about her.
Are you sure about this?
Sure about what?
You sure as hell aren't smarter than that. That you're really turned on.
Dad, this happened right when you went to London. 18 years ago. Why don't you say something?
That's the whole story. You love me.
Look, I'd like to talk humanly for once, please. I've always asked you, why can't I live with you? Why do I have to comply with everything a non-grandfather says? You've always been evasive, but I don't insist.
And it was good for all of us, Yarrick.
Everyone but me.
I suggest you get that girl out of your head, son.
I don't want to hear any more of your advice.
Yarrick, trust me. It's best to leave it as it is.
Thanks, Dad.
What are we gonna do now?
What exactly happened? Each hut its own toy. We'll live like we used to.
Sonia needs to rest a little.
Yes, while Olechka and I take care of the chores, devoid.
Mom, don't. I'm already going to the institute tomorrow.
Where to? I'm not letting you go anywhere. You save the wind, you reap the storm. Your Iger's not going anywhere.
Oh, I totally forgot about him.
It would be a maelstrom. The devils will be found. You know, girls, there are some suitors you'd rather stay away from at gunpoint. The look, as they say, is brilliant, but it's deadly. Mother knows what she's talking about.
Have you seen my blue and bear?
A horse?
Mom.
Mom, it's that old toy Sonia got from her dad.
Mishka? Oh, girls, you'll find it.
Taras, do I need your help?
Yes.
Tatiana, can you keep us? I need you to go to Sofia's models tomorrow and give it to her sister.
Your sister?
Yeah, that's right, sister, because Mom won't take Sofia. Will you do it?
Come on.
All right, Chuckles.
What do you want me to say? Sonia. Well, at last, my precious princess.
What?
Mishka. Yeah, I found him. Sure. I'll bring it along with your stuff. Bye. Sofia asked me to bring Mishka.
Now?
Yeah. Chuckles. I'll go get it.
I can get you some.
Oh, that's great.
Come on, what's outside?
Не двигаться! Не двигаться! Роту! Пошли! На выход!
Sasha!
I found it.
What?
Look, Israeli foundations have been doing this for a long time. Returns the property of Holocaust victims. Switzerland is a partner. And in '98, they said they would be looking for other owners. On deposits that haven't been used in over 100 years.
So what?
Like what? In the 1018th year, Sonechka, 100 years of revolution. That is, come the maturity date on Danila's deposit, and the bank will be willing to give the money to a proven descendant. It all adds up.
I think Korolenko wants to capitalize it. She'll be a shareholder, but like as a thank you to Daniel. And he'll get a huge chunk of money. Well, in between, she'll probably sign some documents stating that she's a nominal owner and has no operating rights. Whereupon Korolenko's empire will gain an enormous amount of money that won't go to any criminal case. As a consequence, you'll be able to dilute the molasses.
You have to admit, it's genius.
Yeah, Parka, what do we do now?
We're going to rescue Sofia. Let's prove that she is entitled to the money and that Korolenko has nothing to do with it. You know what I am? Shit, you. Get in your head.
Vidi, so you won't regret it later. Like I didn't warn you.
Yeah.
It's something, isn't it? Do you serve me? I'm Andrei Levy-Shelin. I'm the head of my auditorium fund and the deputy of the last convocation.
Okay, so Andrei Grigory, deputy of the last convocation.
You're being detained pending clarification.
Do you hear that?
Already, give me my phone. My phone's mine, and give it to me.
I'm glad you've adopted the right blinders.
Only fools don't recognize your mistakes.
Have a seat. We'll give you a hand. Camera motor.
Dear friends, alas, our foundation has sad news, which I decided to report so as not to force our partners to find out the details. So, our longtime director, Andrei Ilgin, was detained by law enforcement authorities on suspicion of grand theft. I am very sorry that the foundation will be suspended until all circumstances are clarified. My guess is that Mr. Lin will defend himself and try to besmirch the foundation's good name. And so I hasten to assure you that we will be conducting a detailed and meticulous examination and audit, the results of which we will certainly report to you.
Аудит, о результатах которой мы, безусловно, сообщим вам.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bingo.
Seryoja, let me out, please. Your system's glitching.
Excuse me, Comrade Colonel.
I can't.
You're like this?
Your card's been canceled. The order's on you. Don't let go.
Canceled how? Who told me not to let go?
Homeland Security.
Yes. Hi. The colonel is in custody.
Who will come to us with a sword as the storm continues?
From here on, Yuri Sergeyevich will be looking over our shoulder at every turn. The colonel is a powerful man. He'll definitely retaliate.
He will die by the sword.
Well said.
Yuri Sergeyevich, we're on the verge. We lost people in the organs. We lost Sofia. We lost public opinion. What will happen next? I don't understand at all.
It's gonna be okay. I promise you that. Everything's under control. Here you go.
What do you know? Romka was very handsome. That's what they call a real pilot.
Well, Mom, you sound like an old movie.
Is that how it is? And I saw you, so straight, from soft. You've been gently transformed right into a doll. Okay, you're reaching for him.
Mom? Dad?
So, around your neck, here you go. No letting go is tight.
What else did he love?
I also like to draw. I was, and we're having lunch. Okay, quiet, quiet, quiet. My friend, he just jumps up and grabs the coffee cup. Eyes glassy and upward. I'm Rom, and he can't hear or see anything. But I think the inspiration came.
What am I doing at this point?
And you ran after him. It's so interesting, because he wouldn't let anyone go upstairs, just you. It was like you could feel it. Did it quietly there, didn't dabble. I haven't touched anything. I haven't thrown anything around. Made like a mouse, quieter than water, no fine. Such a girl.
And do you remember the day he left us and never came back? What happened then? How did Dad explain why he walks?
Sonechka, what do you draw?
Papa, it's beautiful.
Very much so. You're my little artist son. I'm going to have to go for a while.
Daddy, don't go!
I promise I'll be back. Tell me, what can I buy you?
Mishka.
Mishka.
All right. Chuckles, I'll buy a friend for your blue bear.
Well, Forever gets so upset when you leave? Well, why don't we just call it a day, huh? It's not the first time we've been out of money. We'll make it this time.
No, Tom, I'll be back with the money. Let's take it. Girls, let's go to the sea.
The sea, it's so costly. How about Ivan Bai? I saw a great German one at the store. Set aside for life. And if there's any left over, I'll get myself an impeachment like Pies H. Well, money should be spent for joy.
You want the miling, do it. And I like you with that magical hair color. I'll be right back.
Was there a fast? Give me your Mishka. I'll carry it myself.
Here you go.
Thank you. All right, come on, good luck.
Oh, come on, go look. Maybe someone's here. I'm not dressed up. I gotta go change.
I'm in the parade, aren't I?
What's the mood? That's the cut. Come on, young, shapely. And hurry up, or the client will sour. Sonechka, no matter what anyone tells you, are you in favor of Roma? I loved you very much. And always protecting you, being your best friend. You look a lot like him. You're glowing from the inside out.
Thank you.
I'm off.
Good evening.
We wanted to spend the night, didn't we?
No. Tell me, are you Olga?
Yeah. Who are you?
I'm Taras. Here, I brought Sofia's stuff.
Oh. Well, yes, she did.
Also, I have a favor to ask of you.
Me?
Yes.
Mom!
Hi.
Hi.
Look, he took my word that I would personally deliver him to you, and I couldn't refuse him. That little extortionist right there.
Here you go.
Thank you very much. Definitely skillful.
What's up?
It's fine.
Can I come?
Yes, please sit down.
Yuri Sergeyevich has made contact. Are you gonna talk?
Yeah.
Hey, Dad. Did you really need me? Or you finally remembered you have a son?
I never forgot that. Unfortunately, and I'm not likely to forget. Boyu, wait, sit down. You don't have any secrets for me. Tell me, have you been in touch with Yarek for a long time?
Yarek, my son.
Look, Yarek is first and foremost my grandson, and I asked you to be as little involved in his upbringing as possible. What was the last thing you talked about?
Yeah, I just dialed it for that. I'm aware of Roman's daughter, if that's what you want to know. I'm surprised you found Sonia just now. Your altruism, Dad, I have little faith in.
Look, I don't care what you believe or don't believe. I'm asking, not to discuss with Yarek, your life before London without consulting me.
Forgive me, Dad, but I'll talk to my son about whatever I want. If you're talking about that story, they didn't want to remember it.
Oh, that's great. I hope we understand each other. Dad, I want to go back. Volodya, I think it will be possible soon. If you are wise in your actions and conversations with Yarek. Borya, give him detailed instructions.
Hello! Vladimir Levich, at your father's behest.
Boris, do you think he loves me even a little bit? Okay, I get it. Well, at least he talks about the possibility of me coming back once in a while.
If Yuri is reading Sergei is discussing with someone, it's obviously not with me. I'm just an assistant.
Reasonable. So what were you supposed to tell me about?
With Sofia's arrival in the house, Yuri Sergeyevich, we are compelled to tell you about the death of the novel. But the main thing is to stick to the version of the fixed investigation.
And the concept of statutes of limitations in criminal law. Is anyone from me? Why are we back to this?
Because there is no statute of limitations for a girl who lost her father at a young age.
I gave this to you. Sofia, I think I've realized something. My father went to London just after the accident happened. There's a reason for all this. There's some kind of mystery lurking in there.
Yarek, it's a mystery again. I asked you to.
Yeah, but only he knows what really happened back then. And we can find out.
No, me. I can't do this. I'm not in this anymore.
Sofia, help me, please. I really want to figure out what's going on in my family. I've always been alone. Mom left us when we were not yet 4. Dad left without explaining anything. I've been around all my life. He's been waving me off. He's lying. He's lying through his teeth.
What can I do for you?
I want you and I to fly to London together to see my father. He's not gonna lie to you. Well, finally, we'll know the truth.
No, Yarek, that's it.
Mom, I tell him we're not taking his dirty money.
He's not fussing and fussing.
Tarasik, tar, trade, tar, and stink. Did you put that money away? You know where? And Korolenko, tell him. You almost killed a child.
Actually, that money's not for you, and for Sonia.
Well, look at that.
Huh?
What's that noise, girls? Post? Does someone take offense?
I told him to get out. He's for me.
Peace, yes.
I'm out of here now. Well, let's go.
What's wrong with you? Yurislav Vladimirovich sent me.
Well, Tamarod's sending out now.
Howard got out of here.
What's wrong with you?
He went and said,
Don't touch me.
What did I say?
Don't touch it.
You keep it down. Keep it down.
Yes? It's not his fault. Don't.
Is that Tara? Is that a friend of mine, actually? Well, this one time, I'm sorry. Do you want coffee?
Look, you're okay, right?
Lashenka, you go to your room. I'll be right there.
Yeah, Chuckles. Yeah, all right, Chuckles. We'll do it tomorrow.
Sonia, what are you doing? Who was that on the phone?
It's the girl's mom from the hospital. who I promised the money for the surgery. Well, we'll have to go back.